What is up, guys? I am back from Florida, and it's been a couple days. There's a hurricane that has come through since you saw me last. Really, actually, I think it was a tropical storm, but it wasn't that bad. But we got a ton of rain and some pretty gnarly weather here in Georgia. So I'm out here a couple days later once the weather's cleared and it's warmed up a little bit. And I just got done hiking, didn't see anything, so I didn't run any video yet. But now I'm out here driving around, and first snake of the afternoon, big healthy copperhead. This guy actually, there was a car right behind me, so I moved him out of the road and he got grumpy and I put him back in the road for a little video. So he's nice and ticked off, so I'm gonna photograph him and move him off the road. I'm not sure how late I'll stay out tonight because there's a cold front coming in, so it's gonna get pretty cool here fast, but I figured I'd show you this guy to start off the video regardless. So really, I was on my way home and I cruised this guy, but since it feels good outside, I thought it felt pretty good. I just didn't see anything hiking, so I was headed home. But if it's warm enough for snakes to be out, and they're out, so I guess I'm gonna be cruising around here for a little bit longer, and hopefully I'll turn up something else. But if not, it's a good enough way to start the video, I think. Beautiful, large adult copperhead. This is about as big as they come around here, at least regularly. See if I can stretch him out with my snake hook so you can see kind of how big he is. Oop. It's probably 2 feet long, but I mean, they can get much bigger, but this is as big as I regularly see them. Put him next to my camera. Oh, he bit my camera. So as you can see right there on my shutter button, big nasty globs of venom from this guy. That's a lot of venom for a snake that small. I'm gonna wipe that off. Anyways, I think I got something I can live with this guy. So now that he's officially pissed off and biting my camera, I'm just gonna move him. I'm just gonna move him to the edge of the pine forest here in the direction he was heading before this guy in the giant truck comes along and runs him over. Go on. What is up, guys? It is the next day. I'm out here walking around in the swamp with Richard after our relatively unproductive road cruise last night. And there's our first snake. There's a little rat snake sitting right there. We just got out of the car, so hopefully this is a good omen, but I'm gonna take a picture and then I'll give you guys a better look. He's crawling ever so slowly already. Oh, he's speeding up.
He's like the brown color of the rat snakes around here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird looking. Alrighty, well, first snake of the day. I'm just gonna leave this guy to his crawling, and we're gonna see what else we can turn up. There's our next snake of the day. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get a better look at him than this, but there's a huge cottonmouth in the water right there. I'm gonna see if we can get him out once we get some photos. There he is. He's thinking about it. He's in shed. You can see him right there. Hello, friend. It's a decent enough look at him. He's deep in shed. You can see his blue eyes.
Everything's climbing today.
There's a little Fowler's toad just hanging out on top of this log I went to roll. There's plenty of stuff out and about. We've seen 2 snakes already, so we're gonna keep at it and see what else we can turn up. So there's the Fowler's toad, and I flipped his log once he landed on that little shelf, and there's a narrowmouth toad underneath the log. Whew, all right, guys, so we were just messing around in that stuff over there, and I was walking along and I saw a snake dip off a log, and I could have sworn it was a kingsnake, but I wasn't positive. So Richard and I dug around, got thorns all in my hand. We got to the bottom log, turned it over, and bam, hatchling kingsnake. Unfortunately in shed, but this thing, he's gorgeous. Look at that red. So awesome. Cannot believe we actually managed to turn up a kingsnake today. I was thinking today was gonna be kind of an Erodia cottonmouth rat snake day at best, but there you go. There we go. First Eastern King in a long time. One of my favorite snakes to look for. I'm shaking, as you can see. Always get incredibly excited to turn one of these guys up, and I thought we lost him too. I cannot believe we actually managed to get him after he jumped off the log and into the the kind of briary mess that is that area right there. So basically we're still in that post-hurricane cold front. So it's about 70 degrees right now. The wind is blowing, which is kind of nasty. It makes it a little cold. But of course, that's why this snake was out in the open. King snakes kind of shun heat. So whenever we get a cold front like this and a lot of moisture in the area, that kind of turns into the ideal situation to look for these snakes, even when it's not a good time of year like now. It's getting into late September now, so generally fall is my worst season for king snakes. I see more in winter and summer than I see in fall. So big win today, just finding that one guy. And of course, seeing a couple other more common snakes too is awesome. But we still got most of the day ahead of us. It's still early, but definitely makes it worth coming out today already. So we're gonna keep at it and see if we can turn anything else up. It's good weather for timbers today too, so we're really hoping to see one of those guys and maybe more kings. So baby king snakes have these really awesome orangish scales. You can kind of see on this guy, but unfortunately he's in shed and he is growing a little bit. These things grow super fast. They hatch out big and they grow fast. So beautiful little hatchling king snake. We're gonna let this guy go and keep on herping. All right, buddy, go on. All right, guys, I walked over to this brush pile and I was standing right there. I went to turn around and looked over. Huge timber rattlesnake right there next to where I was standing. Awesome. Look at the rattle on that thing. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to spook it until I get some photos, but that's awesome. Today's been awesome. Crazy. That is awesome. King snake and timber today, late September. Nice cold front came in, blew in some clouds, cooled it off, and bam. Awesome day already. It's still pretty early. It's around noon, I think, right now. Look at this snake. Beautiful. Love hiking them up like this. All right, guys, this snake's starting to get a little restless, but just so you can see how big it is compared to Richard here. We're gonna leave it alone before it freaks out on us and continue working this habitat. I mean, it's still around noon. We've got plenty more to hit, so we're just gonna leave this beautiful snake right here and keep hiking. Alrighty, one more look right there. It's kind of the angle from which I approach this brush pile. And we're gonna keep on hitting this. So right here past where that last timber was, a huge another timber rattlesnake shed. I mean, this could be from the same snake, but sheesh. Shows we're in the perfect area. We're gonna look around more and see if there's any more. There are an abundance of bees in here. And I'm not trying to get stung. Dang, these big dead pine trees. There's our next snake of the day, Richard spotted. There's a black racer hanging out up in this bush. I'll try to get a photo of him real quick and then try to catch him.
I mean, they do.
This is a beautiful racer. Look at that. Beautiful eyes. Dark black. Good looking snake. I'm not normally over complimentary of racers, but this one is probably the best looking individual snake of the day, honestly. I mean, this thing's perfect. I'm gonna take some photos. All right, guys, here's one more look at this racer before I let him go. This guy is just perfect. Beautiful eyes, nice and dark black, velvety look. Good looking racer. We're gonna let this guy go and keep hiking. All right, guys, here's our next herp of the day. Richard spotted this beautiful box turtle right here about to make a mistake and try to cross the railroad tracks. These guys often end up between the tracks like this and get trapped and hit by trains. We found one earlier that had died from the same way. But anyways, we're gonna help this girl to the side of the track she's headed towards and keep on hiking. Lots of herps out today. This has been awesome. All right, guys, a little further down the path from the last box turtle, number 2 for the day. There's his butt. It's in situ. See if we can get a look at him from the other side. Can you see him?
I see his head, yeah. Looks like he's pretty too. Looks like all that orange on his face.
Oh yeah, sure is. Anyways, second box turtle of the day. Alright guys, here's our next snake of the day on this steep slope. There's a really nice looking rat snake back there. Big, dark black one right there. Don't know if we're going to be able to get a good look at him, but he's there. Our first repeat species of the day. Couldn't see from the other side, but this guy has some gnarly scars where something tried to get him. But he seems to be doing okay otherwise. I'm sure those will heal up perfectly fine as long as he gets it done before winter. But good looking snake otherwise. We're just going to leave him right there.
He's the same color for sure.
Well, there's another rat snake, and I'm fairly certain that's the same one we saw earlier today, but it's moved like probably around a half a mile or so since we saw it. Just following the edge of the water, I guess. We're just gonna leave him to it though, keep walking. Here's our next snake of the day, and we're definitely not getting a better look at him because he's way out there, but that is a brown water snake. You saw one of those in one of my recent videos from Florida, but just hanging out way out there. All right, next snake. They're just coming in left and right at this point, but I think it's a snake number 9, right? 8 if you don't double count that one rat snake.
Yeah, 9 if we do.
There's another cottonmouth right there. We're gonna get a closer look at him here in a second, but I'm gonna get my camera out first. It's a nice healthy one too. One we saw earlier this morning was a little skinny and in shed. Alrighty, well this guy let us get nice and close. We're just gonna get a couple quick photos and leave him sitting right there. That is not a web you want to walk into. Here's another box turtle, and this one is probably the nicest of the day. He's got a lot of color on his face. This is a big male. Look at this guy. Big red legs, big red eyes. Good looking boxy. Number 3 for the day. It's a pretty good day for them for fall. Generally, these are a very spring heavy animal. You don't see a lot of them outside of spring and early summer, I guess. Look at that eyeball. It's insane. What an animal. This is the most cooperative box turtle of all time. Normally they scare into their shells the second you get anywhere near them, but this guy's just, he's like, you know what? Yeah. There's box turtle number 4 for the day. Yeah, it looks like another male from back here. Look at that. Box turtle number 4 for the day. Definitely a treat to get to see this many of these this time of year. Just gonna leave that guy right there too. It's getting kind of late. We might be winding down here soon. We'll see. All right, guys, I am back home from herping. I'm gonna flip some of the tin here at the house real quick though and see if anything's hanging out here. I've been moving stuff around a little bit just to adjust for the weathering and changing of the boards and the tin and whatnot. So stuff might look a little different from last time you've seen it. Flipping has been terrible so far this fall, but we haven't had weather this nice yet, so. All the fire ants, that's great. Look at that, sheesh. Nobody. Oh, rat snake, very nice. Didn't even see him at first. Tucked in there nicely. You see him right there. This is the first non-ring neck I've flipped here at the house this fall. I'm gonna pull him out so you guys can see him. Hey buddy, dang, you're big and pretty. Very nice. Big, beautiful rat snake. We've seen quite a few of these guys today. I think this is the 3rd one, possibly the 4th. This is definitely the nicest one though. Come here, let's get you out. So this is one of the bigger ones I've seen here at the house. We'll move you out so I can put your tin down. Look at that side striping, that's awesome looking. Hello, friend. You're big and handsome. A toad, wow. You're big and handsome. Awesome. Don't bite me. Chill, friend. Yeah, friend. Beautiful. All right, bud. Well, thanks for hanging out here. And I just wanted to take a look at you. Sorry to wake you up if you were having a cold nap. But it's about 68 degrees here. It didn't get much warmer than that here. It was down at about 73 where we were earlier today. But this guy is definitely nice and cool. All right, bud. Let's let you go. Go on. There's your 10. He just wants to hang out now. There you go. Go on. Awesome. Alrighty, big cover. Ring neck. He's, oh, 2 ring necks. So it's not just the same one hanging out. Pretty cool. 3 snakes total today. That's a nice little surprise. Another ring neck. First snake I flipped under this board since I set it out. It's a baby one. He attempted to make like a chip and dip, but I captured him. Whoa, chill out, bro. This is a hatchling ring neck. These guys do come from eggs. A lot of the other fossorial species are live bearing, but these guys are egg layers. But anyways, first baby ring neck of the year. I'm just gonna put this guy back under his board. First thing that this set has produced. So pretty cool. Here's another narrowmouth toad. This one's really nice. Check that guy out. Chill out. These are a really common frog that unfortunately gets overlooked a lot because of how common they are. I'm guilty of this, but oh, chill, chill. They're really spastic and hard to film. Anyways, eastern narrowmouth toad. These guys are pretty common here at the house. I just don't film them a lot because of how common they are, but this one was particularly pretty, so I decided to show him to you. I'm gonna put him back under his rock and keep flipping. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for the day. Although I can't say I'm disappointed with how it went. This is probably the first time, definitely the first time in recent history since I've been recording videos for YouTube that I've been able to record a single video in one day this time of year in Georgia outside the mountains. It usually takes me 2 or 3 days of really hard work to put together a video. But today, I'm not gonna say it was easy. I put down a lot of miles and a lot of previous knowledge and previous preparation went into making today productive, you know, learning spots, learning when they're good, learning how to find snakes at them. But overall, really impressed that we actually managed to turn up some snakes today. This time of year can be very difficult here, as I'm sure I've insinuated enough in this video. So I'm gonna call it quits here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and there will be more fall herping coming your way soon. The leaves are gonna start changing here in the next couple weeks, and hopefully that means snakes will become more active, but we'll see. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.